Be okay, and this motherfucker's gonna be okay in this motherfucker. Now this one, I'm gonna fuck a couple heads up with this, right? I'm gonna blow some heads off. Because we all know the weather is not what it's supposed to be, right? The conditioning that it's in, and a lot of people may believe that it's man-made or it's under the weather is controlled by somebody else. I don't know, to be honest with you. What I do know is that I got something for y'all, right? So, assuming that the weather is not controlled by nature herself, right? We gotta understand these seasons then, these four seasons. What do the four seasons mean if nature isn't controlled by the mother nature, the material spirits, right? So I'm thinking like, you got summer, fall, winter, spring. And this is the way my mind just put it in order because I was born in the summer, right? So then I thought, summer, fall, winter, spring. Then I'm like, summer gonna fall when the winter spring. I'm like, wow, okay. Is this what's going on? You feel what I'm saying? I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's going on. Like, what, I don't know. You feel me? So then I got to thinking like, okay, some are gonna fall when the winter spring. Certain people can't laugh during the winter, right? And you get a cold from the winter, right? And colds last for at least like 7 days or something, right? And you only get a cold when you're cold. But if you hot, they say you get a heat stroke. But after that heat stroke, you go back outside after like, 2 hours a day or so, or however long. I know it's not as long as a cold. What I'm getting at is, it's just unnatural. You know what I'm saying? So then I thought to myself, if people are getting cold and they get sick from this cold, right? They get sick from this cold, right? Now, you got to think to yourself, they're not getting sick from the COLD. They're getting sick from the CODE. It's a winter CODE, not COLD. This is why you get sick. Because you're undertaking the cold. Not the COLD, the CODE, right? Assuming that it's man-made or under control. Right? Then you got to think, right? So, if we are getting sick from weather that is I'm just like, at this point, what happens to, do you freeze what happens to people that freeze to death? I'm just thinking. Then I did some research and I'm like, wow. So, you can go into a point of stasis. Right? So, what happens to these people that get cold and they quote unquote freeze to death? What happens to them? Because we all know you can go into stasis. We done seen it in the movies where people put these people in like bio freezer, like these basically these shells that house a person, and then they freeze them like Walt Disney or whatever. Then they freeze them like Sub-Zero. You feel me? They freeze them like Sub-Zero, and then they stay in there for like this vault for like 1,000 years, and they pull them out, sort of like the Avatar, like frozen in a mountain, and then they all of a sudden come out. You feel what I'm saying? This is what's happening up north in all the northern states, and you know the other quote unquote, I don't know, it's conspiracy. I don't This is what something that, you know, this is something that I've heard. You feel what I'm saying? So they get cold, and then what happens to the bodies is, I don't know. Maybe Pac-Man just come and just put them in a trash can or something. I don't know. But I just wanted to talk about, you know, the winter cold. You feel what I'm saying? I just wanted to you know, elaborate a little bit on that. Like I told y'all, I got 2 strikes on this channel, man. Go subscribe to Black Shaggy. Go subscribe, y'all. I don't know what y'all doing, but you know, go subscribe so I can keep giving y'all some downloads, family. You know what I'm saying? You know. One jewel I want to give you, right, is when you in church and they consider you a prophet and they want you to have a message from God, right? And we all know who God is. We all know you all know who God is, right? They basically are telling you they want a message on the spot as of right now. So they're challenging how tapped in you are. Whether you believe it or not, they're challenging how tapped in you are, right? So what I'm saying is, when I pick up the phone, like right now, like that winter cold, that's nothing that, you know, that's nothing that I just like wrote. Like I didn't write that down. That literally came to my mind as I was recording the video. You see what I'm saying? This is the tapped in part that I'm talking about. They want you to, like when you in the church, they want you to like give them a message from God, like something different. And they want to know if you tapped in, and if you don't give them a message, then they consider you, you know, of the world. You know, you're not holy enough or sanctified enough to hear from the Lord, because you feel me, you wasn't able to produce a message right then and there. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of the times it's because, you feel what I mean, you're distracted by too many different things, just like I was like 2 seconds ago. And also, you don't meditate, and you just don't take it serious enough. So I just wanted to tell y'all that a prophet always has a message, whether it be for himself or the people that surround him or her, or just people in general. You feel what I'm saying? So take that with a grain of salt, and you know, take care of yourself, family. Peace and love, and you know, I'm out.